Yes.
Oh, you rider.
It's the community.
Oh.
Yep.
We been
Slap for
too long.
Yeah, unity.
That's how we rise up. Knowledge is wealth. Let's wise up.
No more fighting as individuals, we municipal.
Change the this the podcast to listen to. We gotta let's make it visible.
Say we gotta fight for our rights.
Man, it's me. All bite, no bark. Real talk 360.
Real talk.
Like that.
Real
It is like
talk. Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
I just enjoying the game.
Yeah.
Still strong.
Yep.
Hello.
What's happening? Good morning.
Hey.
Good day.
Yeah, they don't
Good
know.
afternoon. Good night.
Hello,
good
good
evening.
night.
All of that. Internationally, wherever you at. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
Yep.
So thank you.
How y'all doing? My name is Jamel Lotters 119 Media Group.
Media Group.
Real Talk 360.
Yeah.
Jackie's oldest son.
Oh, yeah.
now. Hey, Miss Jackie.
Hey, Miss
And
Jackie.
not beside me, but in front of me to the left.
Ooh.
In front of me to the. Oh, that's me. You hit me up. You got me. Slow. Man, County's own. Mr.
Yeah,
Corey
that was
Grant.
dope.
It's been a minute. What's happening? Gamecocks. What's up?
Hey.
Yeah, in front of me, right in front of me.
Hey, it's your boy T. Back in the building, Mr. 973 to the 843. I'm back here in the building.
Slide over, son. Slide over,
yeah.
son.
Oh, okay.
Slide over, son.
Yeah. Let me get back in the camera view.
Oh, yeah.
I was sharing.
Yeah. Hey, if you out there, share this.
Yeah.
If you out there, share this. We need some more viewers, man.
Like, follow, subscribe.
And on,
Look at it.
and on my left,
Oh,
like
man.
he never left.
Like I never left. Hey, man, it's Dory McAllister representing Timminsville all day, every day.
See.
Hey, let's go Whirlwinds. Woo-woo.
You remember you remember on what's the man used to work at the radio station, Gerald, when his show used to come on with T-Ville, we real.
Oh, yeah.
Tell it, what's the deal?
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's going on, man? We back.
Oh, man.
Right in front of us. Them boys don't got no dreads no more.
Ooh, nope.
Them boys don't got no dreads no
It's
more.
warming up down here, boy. It's warming up down here in the side, man.
I said, man, what's going
Hey,
on?
boy, you know.
Man, I ain't cut my dreads, Dory. How about you?
I know, I ain't never cutting mine. I ain't never.
Yeah, man, you had it.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Corey, what's been going on over there at
man.
the Grand Estates?
God is good. God is great. But a lot of this, a lot of that, you know, school, like every other family, I want to say, but dad and, you know, dad life, trying to, oh, man, let me just say this.
Say it.
Black man, we got to go to the doctors.
Gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
Got to go to the doctors.
Gotta go.
Got my checkup, man.
Check up.
Yeah, you gotta
Annual,
go.
my annual.
Yep.
Cholesterol. The LDL.
LDL.
It's killing me, man.
I just had that conversation.
I couldn't get it done. I tried. You know, I wasn't right November, December, but I tried to do right. You know, first of this year, get it, man. And they got me on they go prescribe me some medicine.
You can get
Yo, man.
I got to get off that,
Yeah,
man.
but you know what you
struggle is real.
I got you, man. But you know what you need to do,
Exercise,
man. Come to Greenleaf Cafe.
There we go. Got something for me to fix me up, though.
Darlington 506 Pearl Street.
on now.
Do the plug.
2437 McLeod Fitness Center. Come to
man.
Pearl
I
Street.
did see the post. You got
Cut the
something
Pearl
for me.
Street,
You got
man.
a drink
Cut the
for me.
Pearl.
Hold me
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
So
And like,
yeah,
the green one.
Hold up, I'm in there, and I want y'all to go try this. This is the energy and more energy. You don't need a 5-hour energy.
Ooh.
You don't need nothing with all that sugar. This is all natural, man. Energy and more energy. It has pineapple, strawberries, oranges, apple, and ginger.
That's the you can get it at the fitness center too?
Yeah, you can get it at the fitness center. Whenever you can get it,
yeah.
get it in Darlington, you can get it at the fitness center.
Yeah.
Same as Plug. Thank you, Corey Grant. Now back to you.
You're welcome. Oh, so yeah, we got to do better. Love it. Yeah, and I will be hitting you up for that, man, because
Yeah.
I got it. We got
Gotta
the
do
health thing
better.
is real, man.
Yeah.
I want to be here. You
Yeah.
know, got a little 7-year-old, you know, running around with her, dance and everything. But life is good, man. Just living, enjoying, loving, and hugging. You know, trying to eat good, eat better. I want to say, and choosing my time wisely as far as how I choose to be distracted.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of
that's good.
distractions out here.
That's
It
cool.
is.
And Tori, what's good, man? New job,
My
new
man,
attitude.
my man, my
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
My
yeah,
man.
yo. He was going to school, going to work, doing nothing. That's what's going on. Taking the people money.
Hey,
What's up?
Man, listen. I got a better nothing job. I
like it. I like it.
And listen, already moving into a position already, man.
Well
Somebody-
deserved.
Listen, I walked in already was told like, yeah, you know, this person's supposed to be, you know, elevating, so you might be able to elevate to their spot. And I'm like, okay, cool. Got the word today that is going down. So hey, love it, man. Only thing I just hate is the commute. The commute is a little bit, but hey, still
Gotta
loving
do
the
it.
job. Got to do it sometimes. Yeah, man. I see it. Maybe I gotta convince my wife to let's relocate.
Oh goodness. Okay. You think it's possible?
Hey, you know what I think about that? You know what I think about that?
That's what I said. You think it's possible? Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone calls are being made right now.
That's right.
That's what they're saying. You heard that boy talking about y'all gonna move to Columbia?
Somebody said something.
Hey, you know what they're gonna say? We all we got.
I saw a new housing development going up, so I'm like, hey,
Always, yeah.
new house, brand new house, nobody lived in. Hey, I gotta do some. Hey, I gotta do my research.
In Columbia.
Hey, yo, hey.
In Columbia too.
And it was going down at the Tier 1 neighborhood to 2 this week. It was going down there to Tier neighborhood.
Oh man, you wildin'. You wildin'.
What's going on? Tell me what's going down at the Tier 1 neighborhood,
Oh
man.
man, hey, listen, my daughter went. I can talk about this all night, man.
Let's go.
So, we had a prom send off. I'm
Man,
gonna
a prom send-off.
I'm gonna give you
One
from
last
the
thing.
beginning. We had a prom send off, right? And my friend does signs in the yard, right? And she said, "What do you want? What do you want the sign to say?" I said, "Let's say the last dance," right? Because my daughter's a senior.
Word.
Right, so we had I had a DJ in the house, man. We had family over, we had food over, man, and my daughter was getting dressed. So when she came out, it was a whole big thing. It was a party. So she went to prom. The little guy asked me, he said, "Hey, sir, what time do you think I should have Caitlin back from prom?" And I said, "Hey, what time do you think you should have Caitlin back?" Yeah, what time? And he said, 11 o'clock. And I said, 11's cool, 11 cool. And then he said, is 12 o'clock cool? I said, you know what? 12 o'clock is cool. 12 o'clock is cool. He said, okay, we'll be back at 12 o'clock. 11:30, I get a call. My wife calls me and said, I need you to meet me on Casual. Calm, just like that. I need you to meet me on Casual because Caitlin and her date was in a car accident. And I said, okay. So I'm on my way to Casual. I get halfway down Casual. I see fire trucks. I see ambulance lights. I see police lights.
Racing.
I said, this don't look like no fender bender. So I pulled up to the accident. The truck that they drove off in my yard was upside down on a light pole, and the light pole was split in half.
God.
Lord have mercy.
I said, no. So I get out of the car, right? My wife's across the street. She crying. She seeing somebody armed. She crying.
Oh no.
I said, whoa, wait, what's going on? What? I said, where's my daughter? I screamed, where's my daughter? I passed the little guy, right? And he's in shock. First time I ever seen that in my life, like somebody's that's in shock. Like he was in shock. He was zoned out, right? And I didn't even know where my daughter was, but I couldn't pass him for some reason. Like I was trying to, he just fell in my arms. And I caught him. And I began to tell him, like, it's okay, it's all right. It's, hey, man, listen, you alive, you're talking to me, we good, it's okay. But he didn't pay me no attention, so I immediately went in prayer. That's all I knew what to do. I immediately started praying for him, and he calmed down. His mom was there, she was losing it. So when she got him, I went to the ambulance, and I said, and the dude said, we can't let nobody in the ambulance, sir. I said, man, if you don't get the out of my face,
right.
I need to see my daughter. So she was in there, man, not a scratch. The little guy, not a scratch. The truck, unbelievably damaged. Ooh. Never seen that before. Never seen that before.
Oh man.
It was the worst. It was the scariest moment of my life.
Bet it was.
Scariest moment.
Yo.
And they walked away without a scratch.
But you know what? Thanks to that. But you know, I was listening to something yesterday, right? They were talking about faith, right?
Yep.
Okay, it was talking about faith and it was talking about prayers, right? They were saying sometimes your friends or family faith will help you out. You know what I'm saying? You might not be a praying person, but your people might be a praying person.
Yep.
Oh, that's facts.
So their faith, not even if you didn't have enough faith, your friends or your family might have had the faith for you.
Yep.
So what they say, thank God for praying grandmamas, right?
Man, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
I'm living
You know what I'm
off-
saying?
I
So you
know I'm
started
living
praying.
on them prayers.
You started praying before you got to the ambulance.
Of course.
I got to
Of
it.
course.
Yep.
And you not seeing nobody, you not seeing her at that moment.
Nope.
It was a powerful prayer.
Yep.
Man,
That's crazy. That's why they said pick your friends wisely.
Pick your friends wisely.
And until I heard that yesterday, I always pick your friends wisely, because what if your friends never prayed for you?
Yeah, correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That day, what if you wasn't up on it and your friends didn't pay for you?
Yeah.
Man, yes.
Yep. Yep.
So if you got a praying friend that prays for you,
Man, listen.
right?
And
Yep.
pray for your friends.
Yep.
And
If
that's
you
why
don't start.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that goes back to, I made that little saying too that you heard, that iron sharpens iron, but iron will cut through wood.
I remember you said that.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember you said
We'll
that.
cut through the wood.
Yeah, listen, I believe in that praying grandmother. My grandmother's still alive right now. I know she prayed me through some stuff when I
telling
was
you.
in the hood. Because there's been plenty of times I've been in shootouts that wasn't meant for me, and I survived.
Yep.
And I've been in places where I got in car accidents, and I survived. And I know I didn't have the faith at that time, so I knew it was my grandmother. My grandmother always been a praying grandmother, and she still is to this day. My whole side. So I believe in that so much. But yeah, we do need to pray for each other. It doesn't matter, what type of religion you believe in. I just believe that you should just pray to your higher power always, and for guidance, and also for
That's true.
security for your friends. You don't never know where they're going, what can happen, because it might not even be their fault.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
When any type of incident happens,
Yep.
it could be just them being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. It's a crazy
what a
world, but
blessing.
man,
I'm so glad
I'm
for
so
that.
glad that your daughter was, definitely unharmed and everything. Man, that is. I can't imagine. I'm like I said, I got 4 kids, so
You can't even say it's a miracle because you prayed.
No,
Yeah,
listen, no miracles.
No miracles, no.
So Don Staley, and I got to say this. So Don Staley won the championship, right?
Yeah, she did. Her third.
and they asked her on the third. This is undefeated season, national
Undefeated.
champion,
30,
right?
come on.
How do you describe it? And
Yep.
she said uncommon
Uncommon
favor.
favor. Yep.
She said uncommon favor, and it went viral, right? People, it went viral
Yeah.
everywhere, right? So the next day when we went to work, right? A girl asked me. We was talking about. A lady asked me, and she said, "What do you think uncommon favor is? What do you think it is?" And immediately I answered, right? And I didn't even know what Don meant, but I knew what favor is, right? So in the book it says, like, God cares about the hair on your head. If one hair is out of place, he cares about it, right? That's how much he cares about you. And I said, when he's going around healing the sick, and you got to be a believer though. So if he's going around healing the sick and raising the dead and feeding the hungry, doing what God does, right? And you say something like, you put in a request, like, hey, I need you to blah, blah, blah. He recognizes your voice, right? He recognizes, hey, my daughter needs something. Let me move on their request, right? That's favor, where he recognizes your voice. So what is uncommon? I told that lady, I said, uncommon favor is when he's doing all those things, right? And he hears your voice and he answers your request, but he comes to you and says, is there anything else I can do while I'm here? That's uncommon. Like, I'm here. Can I do something else for you? Like, it's a wreck, right? I'm praying that I've prayed for my kids all the time, my family all the time, right? So he honors those prayers, right? When that car is flipping, God is dispatching angels, say, hey, I need you to sit this car on the side of the road. You may sit it upside down, but I don't need no harm to come to my son's kids. Sit it up. That's uncommon favor, because if you look at the car, the truck, I can't explain it. You can't explain it.
Right.
For them to get out, like for them to get pulled out and walk to the ambulance.
Yeah.
From a car that's upside down and the pole is split, man. Come on, man.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It goes to so is real deep too, because that vehicle that they were in. Some vehicles, sometimes you hear about airbags and stuff not working.
Yep.
You hear about seatbelts
Yep.
not working.
Yep.
You hear about this and that.
Yep.
But that vehicle, that day,
Yep.
so he was working on that.
Oh man.
So check this out. When the seat belts don't work, and the airbags don't come out, do you think somebody was really, really, really praying?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did somebody pray hard enough?
Yeah. All our
For
prayers,
sure.
those and that one got answered.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff. I haven't gotten everything
Yeah.
that it's not 100%.
Yeah.
And that's all right with me. I still continue to do it.
Yeah.
Because he don't give it to you at your time.
Right.
No.
Right.
You get it when it's needed.
Right. That's right.
Right on time.
Right on time. Right on time.
Right on time.
So keep going, brother. You didn't get that. Keep going.
I can go all day, man.
Let's go.
Yesterday we talked about like so. How many times you've gone to a funeral or witnessed something? And you heard somebody say, "Well, it was their time." It's their time.
All the
It was
time.
their time. You hear that all
That's
the
what
time.
you hear
right?
all the time.
And you hear that all the time. But how is that so? Like that's not true. This thing made me started reading stuff and listening to stuff. There's no appointed time. Like God, I don't believe that God has an appointed time to snap his fingers and say, "Yeah, it's your time," right? Because he's the giver of life.
Right.
So how can he be the giver of life and the author of death at the same time?
Well, with life comes death, right?
Yeah, it does.
That's the only thing.
Yeah,
so
but God is not the author of death.
No.
He's the giver of life.
But once that life
so
is...
death came from death. Where does death come from? Death comes from sin. So there was no death. Remember? Think about this. There was no death.
Before Adam and Eve, there was no death.
There was no death, right?
Okay.
Then Adam and Eve sinned, and then sickness came, and death came, and destruction came. But that ain't God. That's sin. God doesn't even know sin. He doesn't recognize sin. So how can he recognize death if he doesn't recognize sin?
So answer this question. Moses, right?
Yep.
We're talking about Moses.
Correct.
When it was time for them, Pharaoh,
Moses. Yep.
Okay, Moses, when he told Pharaoh, free my people.
go. Yep.
Or this was going to happen.
Yep.
Or this was going to happen.
Yep.
Okay, so he made all the first sons die, right?
Yes. You put the
Yeah, you got to
who
put
had
the blood of the clock over. Yeah,
right.
So was that him, or how you explain that?
That's
I'm asking.
Yeah, that's yeah. God did that.
Okay.
Like, but that's a how do you explain it? That's the wrath. Like he is a wrathful God. Like he is a wrathful person. Like you'll feel my wrath
When you
but
disobey
he
me.
ain't gonna say. So if God is what I'm saying is if God is the author of death, right? Think about this: a molester takes a child and molests a child and killed the child. You think God ordained that?
No.
He does not. No, that's sin. So he doesn't. So the child dies, and God is accepted, and He's going to bring the child with him, but He doesn't create that, orchestrates that.
Because the serpents know your weakness,
That they know your weakness.
so
Yeah.
they'd be able to expose that
Yep.
weakness.
Yep. Yep. So
I-
just like, for example, I don't mean to cut you off, but just like you have to be mindful of the words, right? Because the devil is the author of the airways, right? So if you put it out in the atmosphere, he's going to grab it.
Yep.
Right. So here's what I thought about, right? I said The Last Dance.
The devil is the author of the air.
Yeah. So I said, make the sign The Last Dance. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
The devil heard that. He took it out of the atmosphere and said, okay, good.
you
It's
wanted
going
to
to be the last dance. You want it to be the last dance? Here it go. Drunk driver, run the stop sign right now. At this time, they're coming. Boom, she's coming. We can make it the last dance. But because you have uncommon favor, God says, no.
He interrupted that.
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so what he can't do, what he couldn't do this way, he tries to do another way. Now you can't sleep. I'm gonna disrupt your sleep. I'm gonna make you fearful to get in the car again. I'm gonna make you this. I'm gonna try to get you because we missed this opportunity, but we're gonna get this one. We're gonna try to get this one. That's a lie too. It's not gonna happen. Well, even though she's not sleeping and blah blah, we're gonna speak life over that situation as well because you're gonna lose this one too. But you got to be mindful of what you put in the airways because he's the author. He's the author of the air. He gonna grab it. Oh, my knee killing me. Okay.
Your knee gonna hurt all day.
Yeah. I'm broke. Okay.
You gonna be broke all day.
Yeah. He get it.
And I speak that so much.
Yep.
I speak that to a lot of people. I said, don't say,
Yep.
don't have negative thoughts, or don't speak stuff like that into
Yep.
the atmosphere.
The atmosphere,
And
you
then
can't.
And then when they look at me, they be like, nah, what you talking about? I'm like, listen, you not understand
Yep.
because just like you said, he's not the ones that gives deaths,
Yep.
approves deaths.
Yep.
So I think actuality in life, God, whoever your God is, gives you warning to let you know, hey, you got to change this. For instance, not to say nothing about your cholesterol, he probably gave you warnings like, hey, stop eating this,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
this is going to be
Yeah.
a downfall.
Yeah.
And then you, like I said, you're not paying attention
Yep,
to
yep.
it. It's anything. Same thing as alcohol
Yep.
too, drugs,
Yeah.
stuff like
Yep.
that.
Same thing.
And God threw Greenleaf right in his face.
Yeah.
Solution is right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Solution is right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Exactly.
So you get warnings
Yeah.
about it because you, like I said, I think certain situations put you out there to see it. This is like all right, I never did drugs. Okay, marijuana.
Yeah.
We don't
That
consider
ain't
that
no
drug.
drug. No.
Yeah,
I do that.
Okay, but but I'm talking about I never did drugs. But the reason why was one of the reasons why is because I think it was put in my face so much as a youth because I had a stepfather that was a drug addict. So I saw the things and the turmoil, the stuff it did.
Yeah.
So that made me not go that
Yeah.
route, and
Yeah.
it made me be like, oh, I see this, and then also being a drug dealer, I also seen what it did. And it's so funny. Someone said something to me today because they asked me how old I was, and I told them, they was like, "Oh, black don't crack unless you use it." Then I started thinking about it, and I was like, "That's funny.
Black don't
Will
crack unless you use it."
Yo, that was so. I was like, yo, I never heard that.
Don't crack unless you use it. That's crazy.
Yo, so when they said that, I was like, yeah, I never heard that before. But then I thought about it because my mind started thinking. I was thinking like, you're right, because when you see addicts, you start seeing how they might be only 20 something, but they looking like they're 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, because that substance is beating them down.
Yes.
And took over their life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think, like I said, I think God gives you that warning. I think that like one of the reasons I stopped smoking marijuana, because one time I got so high, I just was like, yo, I didn't know it and I didn't like it, and I think that was my warning. Like, whoa,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need this no more. You know what I mean? Same thing, vice versa with drinking. It's like you start thinking, you start seeing, and if you don't take them warnings. You know what I'm saying? And I always told people that also. That was another thing I say. I said, listen, life is not hard. You just get obstacles and you got to overcome that obstacle. You take the next step higher in life when you overcome that obstacle.
I agree with that.
That's all it is. It's always going to be obstacles coming your way. And you got to overcome that obstacle.
Yep.
If you don't overcome that obstacle, then you're going to be stuck trying to keep getting over that obstacle. So your whole thing is you have to, calculate, reevaluate your mind frame, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mindset.
Recalibrate, reset.
Reset.
You got to do all of that.
What's up, Deja?
Yep.
You have to find your way to get over that obstacle. If you don't, you're gonna always be stuck in that parallel of the obstacle.
Yeah.
And you know why people stuck?
Why?
Because go back to when we recorded last. You didn't work in the inside.
Correct.
You didn't work on the inside because you're so amazed about everything on the outside. If you're amazed by everything on the outside, your inside, you're not who you're supposed to be.
And when you fail, and Jamel says this all the time, but when you fail to work on the inside, it will show up when you least expect it to.
On the outside.
And you on the outside, and you're gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna look uncomfortable because you're not prepared to be in that place where you think you are because you didn't do the work. You didn't do the work.
You know exactly why.
You know exactly why. Yeah.
You know why.
That's why I tell people all the time, I take hard work over talent every day.
Every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Yeah.
And like I put on my post today, hard work is undefeated. It ain't never been beat.
No.
Nope.
But we done seen a lot of talent go.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man.
Len Bias.
Yeah.
He didn't even make it to the club.
Correct.
Listen,
Didn't even make it.
Kwame Brown.
Yeah. Very talented.
What y'all talking about?
But you don't know. But you don't know if he worked hard or not.
Yeah, he
Very
don't.
talented.
He worked hard enough to get recognized, but he didn't work hard enough to transform that talent into actual skills that he could stay in the league.
Come on,
Mike gave him acne, man.
He was in the league 10 years, guys.
Yeah.
See, y'all need to stop slandering this.
No. Corey.
Yeah.
We ride.
Yeah.
We ride
Yeah.
today.
You know what I'm
Check
saying?
this out.
Yeah.
You are if you make it to the league,
I agree.
dog.
I don't care if you're the first person, and you only played 2 years.
Listen,
I agree with that.
You made it to the NBA.
I agree with that.
That money that you got that first or second year, man, that changes your whole family.
I agree.
But listen,
I agree with that.
So, but do you believe his hard work got him there, or his talent?
His talent got him there.
You got
A little bit of both. Because it's some
talent got
6'11" dudes who don't make it.
His talent got
It's
him
a lot
there
of
because
6'11" dudes who don't make it.
if he was a hard worker, he would have made it. He would have, he did 10 years. He would have been more. If you ask him,
Mike did that boy wrong, man.
yeah, he did. I can understand. He did him wrong. He did him wrong.
Yeah, he
did.
That's
I agree with that.
That's a different
Your
general.
greatest player in the world on his way out.
Yeah.
Still got something trying to prove something.
Yeah.
and you put it all on this young boy.
Yeah, he could have took him under his
Yeah.
wing. He could have did better. He could have did better,
Right.
Byron.
And he was a different position than Jordan.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like
Yeah, Jordan did him wrong.
So
man.
what you got to say to it?
yeah, man.
Jordan did him wrong. Jordan did him wrong.
Jordan did him wrong, but I still don't think that. I don't think that he did enough hard work.
Yeah.
He don't did hard enough.
I agree with that.
Corey said a combination of both. I just think it was more so talent. Yes, he was he a talented in college? Yes. Okay, he was talented.
He didn't go
was
to
talented.
college,
No, he
did
didn't go to college. No,
I
no,
think
was
Mike
high
saw the
school.
talent.
Yeah,
Mike
so
drafted him off the talent
Yeah.
and got pissed off at him for not seeing the hard work.
Yeah, he wasn't working at
Yeah,
it.
I see it.
When you see Dwight Howard,
Yeah.
you think you can try and get you one of them too.
Yeah, correct.
You know, when you see stuff like you see
Correct.
Kevin Garnett,
Correct.
might be able to harness that talent and do this. It don't always work out, but for him to see the potential,
Yeah.
for him to be in the league of 10
That's
years,
it.
I'm gonna tell you how this boy was set up. Doug Collins was the coach. Am I right? Am I wrong?
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. When he came to the league, you right.
Doug Collins listened to probably everything that Mike said.
Correct.
ever since he was
So-
in Chicago with him.
So when Mike said that he ain't gonna be it,
He took it and ran with it.
Doug said he ain't gonna be it either.
Right.
So did he have a fair chance? Right. I mean, you
No.
need that first year. You need
No.
that first mold.
Yeah.
You need that first mold.
Remember, no college.
No college.
No college.
College.
He's a
Yeah.
kid. He's still a kid.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
Living with other grown men
Yep.
on the road,
Yep.
it's a lot.
Those
to do.
kinds of grown
I ain't-
men
and
too.
these aren't,
Back in the day,
excuses or
back in
reasons.
the day, grown men too.
Yeah, so it's not making an excuse for him. But to me, he's a success.
To me too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
to me
he's
too.
a success because he got, like I said,
He
was
created
able to-
generational wealth.
Yeah, he did create generational wealth, and he definitely got to a point that a lot of people couldn't get to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that want to get in the league.
It's only like 5,000 people on the planet Earth that had ever played in the NBA.
5,000.
Maybe 6. Come on now.
Yeah. And now they give you
Out of a few billion.
On the planet.
Listen,
The
now
whole
they give you
planet.
opportunity to go ahead and play under the sub league, so you possibly get into the NBA. They got a G League, so now they helping you out. Before they didn't have that.
Yeah. Props to anybody who
Man.
went in there, man.
But,
Boys,
hey.
any dude on any bench, the last dude on any team, sorry, who you think, the dude on the Charlotte Hornets bench will
Making
cook
it.
you
Yeah.
and anybody that
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
in your immediate circle.
And your weekend buddies.
That's right.
Listen,
They will serve you.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I'm not saying they sorry. I'm not saying he was sorry. I just said that he didn't work hard enough. He had talent.
He didn't
You
live
know,
up to his potential. He would say that too. He know he didn't. He was the number one pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I mean. Like, I'm not
And
saying
he
he was
made a
sorry.
lot of money.
Yeah,
And that's the end game.
but like you just, like what Jamel said, he'll rather hire somebody off their hard work instead
Yeah,
of their
correct,
talent.
correct.
I
Yeah.
mean, because you got to think about it.
Yeah.
And nobody wants nobody because you think they talented, and then you get them in there and they think that's what's going to carry them. Most people think that. That's their mindset. They got talent. They think it's going to carry them to the next
do the
level,
work.
and then they don't want to do no type of work. Oh, you know, I'm the
gotta do
number
the
one.
work.
So you don't think Kwame walk in and say, "I'm the number one draft pick"? I ain't got.
Of course, they all do that.
He didn't kick a Iverson practice.
Yeah. Yeah, they all do that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
You
either.
want to drive him?
And y'all are go ahead, Corey.
Because I'm saying,
and y'all
look,
are
you
slandering
just
his
saying-
name.
Yeah, y'all
Slander his
saying,
name?
y'all saying what team he went to, that wasn't that type of environment.
I ain't talking
you
about
were
the
not
same-
going to be able to go there and you don't have anything. You're going to
Yeah.
fall in line and he might have got hazed.
Yeah.
As far as I know, the veterans that was
He
on
should have
that
went to
squad-
another team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He
you know
could've.
what? You and Dory today are just like those people on social media.
No, I can't be.
No, stop.
Okay, I'm gonna let
stop.
you.
Okay.
I can't
Hey,
be. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on, Corey. They
tell you
giving
why.
their opinion about something they don't know about.
We always do it. We always do it. We all doing that. We all doing that. We
They ain't
all
go to
doing
one
that.
practice.
We all doing that.
He said he didn't work hard enough.
We all doing
Me
that.
and Corey didn't do that.
We all doing that.
Me and
we
Corey
all-
say the fact.
We don't know what fact.
We
What fact?
say
We
the
don't
fact.
know. We don't know what Mike said.
Yeah.
But
We
what
know Mike was asshole.
Hey, if he a number one, draft pick,
If Mike hit
Hey.
Steve Kerr in
So
the
check it
mouth,
out.
just think what he did to
I'm gonna help
and
you.
Mike probably wasn't
Let me
tough
help you.
either.
Let me help you. He was if he was a number one draft pick in the NBA.
That don't mean he can fight.
No. But those people that before he got to the NBA, they boost him up just like they do everyone. Hey man, his community,
Yeah.
his circle. So he didn't drop that attitude just because he walked in there with Mike. Mike got to drop it for him, but he had it coming in the door now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the best in the world. I'm the number one draft pick.
Y'all-
They all do it.
No,
They all do it.
What year you was in the league?
Man, they all do it. It don't matter. They all do it.
What?
You got it.
What
I don't think they do.
So check
Hold
this.
on,
Check
hold
this
on.
out right here.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
this out
yeah,
right here. In high school, right here in these
Yeah.
areas, right here in high
Yep,
school.
yep.
In high school, these people boost them up.
Yep.
Why you think it's so hard for them in college? Because they little crew who boost them up. You talking about a millionaire? Shit, they do it. They do it.
I got another example.
You can't tell my nephew nothing. My nephew was number 3 kid to watch his junior year.
What the hell?
In his junior year at West Orange, number 3 kid in the state to watch. You couldn't tell him nothing. Right now, you couldn't tell him nothing. So what do you think? If he become number 1, what I'm gonna be able to tell him? If he the number 1 senior in the state, I can't tell that joker
As
nothing.
far as telling him something in high school versus telling him something when he walk into that college locker room.
And he
is
broke. But I'm saying, but he boost up. He take that same attitude there. That's why the coach got to check him. Why you think Nick Saban retired?
back to the mic.
Why you think Nick Saban
You
retired?
know why? Because he can't control his kids no more.
Why he can't control them? Let's go. Do the
Yeah,
five. Let's do the 5 why.
Okay.
I work in 5 whys in my department.
All right.
Why he can't control them?
NIL.
Okay, let's why. Why they get the NIL? Why they get the NIL?
Because it was time for them to give him some
They
money.
deserve it.
Okay, so why they deserve it? Let's go.
Because they were hard work. If you put your body on the line.
It's all about the business.
So the
NCAA.
$6 million
Man.
player, the
Hey,
coach
yo.
can't tell him nothing no more, right?
No, you
No.
can't. You can tell him something. You see it all the time. You can't tell him something.
What they'll
But yo,
do?
Nick Saban time was gone.
What they'll do if you tell them something?
It's gone.
What they'll do when you
Not
tell them
all
something?
Go
kids
into
like
the
that.
transfer portal.
Yeah.
Or quit.
Yeah,
There you go.
So
You can't
check this
tell him
out.
that.
You can't tell the coach nothing either.
Who can't?
Nope.
The player?
Yeah,
What you gonna tell him?
whatever you got to tell him. Are you just supposed to sit there and just take it? I never said be disrespectful.
Right.
Yeah.
I never said
Yeah.
be respectful. But you couldn't tell Nick Saban nothing.
Right.
You
So-
can't tell him
king-
nothing.
he's a king amongst
You
kings.
couldn't tell Belichick nothing, right?
But honestly,
Right.
Okay, yeah.
But they earned that.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
How
what
long
can you
do
tell
get to
him?
keep that?
What can you tell
Through
him?
how many decades do you get to keep that? Because the game moves on.
You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
in
But you
this
gotta
day and
think-
age, that's what we see.
Yeah, and the reason right now why Bill Belichick don't have a job.
Oh, because well, it's a few
That's
things. But
different.
Come on,
New
that's a
England,
couple.
NFL,
That's a
NCAA,
yeah.
y'all making it
Yeah,
hard for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Because they got different rules and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
they
they got-
both great and they both
Yeah,
legends.
yeah.
But in the same kind of realm,
You can't tell.
that NCAA and that NIL money. And I understand what you're saying about
you
these
can't.
18-year-old
Coming into college.
coming into college.
They do it all the time.
and they
Making
see,
millions.
and they got to have $250,000 in the bank, maybe
Yeah.
already.
But you can't.
But if you're the coach,
Yeah.
that is probably what made their jobs more difficult than it had been
Correct.
before.
Correct.
See, they could get you to come and play for the name on the front of the jersey.
Correct.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Back
Go ahead.
in the day.
Yep.
But now kids are playing for the name on the back of the jersey.
Correct.
In which they should be.
And that,
Yeah.
I'm not saying wrong with that.
I
But
ain't saying nothing wrong
I'm
with
just saying in how the dynamic. You're using the same tool though, is whether it's football or basketball in the NCAA, but the motives within the game from the player and the coach standpoint, they've totally changed, and it's making things difficult for those who aren't familiar with or it ain't how it
That's
used
good.
to
That's
be.
good. That's good.
Listen.
That's good.
Let me,
Go ahead, Doc.
let me break it down to
Yep.
we're gonna X out the NBA and all that stuff,
Yeah.
all that level where like I said, we don't know nothing about because we're not.
I ain't
to that
there.
le- We ain't
Yeah.
there. We
I
never
ain't there.
playing
Ain't
the
none of
league.
y'all went to
But-
the
but
league.
listen,
Yeah.
listen,
I ain't there.
listen. But ego always trump everything. You know why I'm gonna say that? Because if you look at one of our co-hosts, Jamel, you can't tell him nothing when he was selling cars because he sold 30 cars a month. You can't tell me you can't walk in, you don't walk in a place, it still feel the same way right now.
Every day.
Okay,
I can
so
go live right now.
You can't tell you nothing.
Yeah, so he
But
can't tell
I
you
did the
nothing.
work. I did the hard work.
Okay, yeah,
I didn't have the
yeah,
talent.
But
I didn't have the talent.
When he walked in
Yeah,
there, when
but
he
you can't
first
tell me.
had that job,
Yeah.
it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like
Only
that.
after he had earned it on that level.
I did
when
first- I did come in and put up 7 in 1
let me
week.
say,
but, you know what I'm
when
saying?
Jamel walked in there, you couldn't
Yeah,
tell him nothing.
yeah.
You couldn't tell him nothing.
You could.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You could tell me something. Yeah.
A little bit.
Shut
You
this
might
out.
could tell him a
He
little
told
bit.
me about the young man
Yeah.
who schooled him. I
Yeah.
know he was
Yeah.
a dry
Yeah,
sponge.
you just let
He was
Jamel
not
sell that if you
soaking
want
wet
to.
at that time.
Go ahead, let Jamel sell that to you. Then.
I'm telling you. I learned that Adi Brown from Travis.
Yep.
When I got to Kel Yarbrough, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
But you couldn't. I never say you could teach me. You couldn't teach me. But when it comes to confidence, when it comes to energy, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me to slow down because I wasn't gonna slow down. You know what I mean? But I did listen. I was a hard worker.
Okay, so
Dory.
you
very hard.
So to go back to what he said about Kwame Brown. So you think Kwame Brown didn't walk in the same way?
No.
No.
He walked in scared. You walking in
Yes.
with Michael Jordan. You
Yes.
walking in scared.
Yes.
And that was the
Yeah.
wrong thing
Yes.
to do.
I don't think he walked
to
in
be in the
scared.
number.
I ain't gonna say scared.
I
Ain't
think
the right
he walked-
word.
He walked in there scared.
I think
think
he
he
walked
walked
in.
in-
I'm not gonna say
Timid.
scared.
And when I say scared,
I ain't gonna say
we-
timid.
we-
I think he walked in there a very humbled 18-year-old.
And that ain't what they wanted.
I think he was ready to learn and be taught.
Yeah.
And he quickly found out that he wasn't going to get the guidance and the teachings the
That
way
he was
he
gonna
thought he
get
was
from
going to
Jordan.
get.
Yeah.
Especially not from his idol maybe at the time or somebody that he looked up to. But no, he ain't walking in. You ain't walking in. You don't do that.
Listen,
Nobody don't do that.
and
You
They
don't-
do it though. Is what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
They do it. I understand.
You don't walk, anybody who's going to college
why?
right now, you're not going to walk into a college locker room
you know why?
and
Yeah.
with a Heisman Trophy winner or somebody who was all SEC and think
No.
know already that
No.
you're better than them.
No.
You don't do
That
that.
ain't what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
Yeah, you
That ain't
should
what I'm
say
saying.
it, but you should think.
That ain't what I'm saying.
But not think enough to make you disrespectful.
Or to make your actions come across in that fashion.
What I'm saying is,
Work hard.
when you're the number one pick of the whole entire NBA, and you're in high school, and these
Yeah.
guys went 2 and 3 and 4 years of college,
Yep.
I automatically assume that I'm better than them.
Yep.
But they ain't on your team.
It doesn't matter,
It
but
don't
I
matter.
assume that they're better than them. And I walk in the locker room, and it's only Michael Jordan in there. But the rest of them guys, I'm assuming that I'm better than.
No, you're not. You
Yeah,
just
no,
saw you saw Rip Hamilton win a championship
Don't
at
matter.
UConn. You seen him.
It doesn't matter. Rick Hamilton went to college. I'm cutting out 3 years. I'm better than you. That's what they do. You went to college. I came out of Ask Moses Malone. Did he think he was better than that joker that went to college? He thought he was. That's what they do. If they didn't think it, they actions sure do. Ask that boy that just won the Super Bowl for the Rams and went and got to rent that car and drove down the street in broad daylight in 150 miles per hour. If somebody could tell him something, they would have told him something.
Yep.
He ain't had no home training. Nobody didn't get it to him before that. When you think your shit don't stink, you do. I don't
Whatever
think
you
my
want
shit
to
stinks
think.
stuff.
Yep. Exactly.
That's what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
And guess what he want to do
Exactly.
now? Right now, he want to listen.
Yep.
If you're talking about
He
the
wanna
dude-
listen
if
now.
you're talking about the kid from Kansas City,
Yeah, he wanna listen.
That was in the accident.
Yeah.
No,
Hold on,
I don't,
stop.
I don't think. I don't think so.
Listen,
You know,
listen.
Yo,
his
yo,
season
can
did
we
not go the way-
can we
Go
stop?
ahead.
I
Yeah.
just need
Go
y'all to
ahead.
stop.
Yeah.
I just
Listen,
need no
listen,
stop.
listen.
I need to address this.
What?
Go ahead.
Mario Jones, me and you been cool forever.
Where Mario at?
And your comment was, this proves that black men wasted so much time on dumb conversations. Now I'm gonna tell you, Mario, you know me. This is probably about our 150th broadcast ever. And if you go back,
Come on, Mario.
you will see that we discuss everything.
Come on, Mario.
Now, Mario, you know I like you. If you cool with me, I will send you a link right now. And whatever you want to talk about, we can address that.
We done covered it.
But right now, and just to listen to let you know, Mario, we don't write nothing down.
Yeah, this ain't a script.
No.
So this just coming off your head. But if you, it's 37 minutes.
Yeah. The
If you
first
sit
20,
back, hold on. If you just sit back and relax a little bit, or if you watch the first 10, and he just told you about his daughter.
we was going.
Now what we talking about now is egos, right?
Yeah.
Now egos kill a lot of our people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now if you go to the title, it says be yourself. Don't be what the world wants you to be.
Oh,
Okay.
that's heavy.
So we was gonna get that.
Yeah.
So, and I know you a smart dude. And I get your back on a lot of stuff. But sit back, relax. Cause we got about to change this whole thing up. And you'll learn something, man. Don't do me like that, Mario. We good.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, but if you got a subject, I'll do this. If you got a subject you want to talk about, put it in the comment right now. We'll go there.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
Oh, bring him to the show.
Thank you for listening.
Only thing you got to do is put it in the
I appreciate
comment.
your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time. Stick with us.
Oh, man.
And there goes a reason why somebody had an ego. That was an
Yeah,
ego
that's
right
what I'm
there.
saying.
That was a representation of an ego
Yeah,
right there because
yeah.
they felt that they knew what they was talking about,
Yeah.
and they stood on their high horse
Yeah.
to say something, make a comment about negative instead of really paying attention. And that's what I said. That's not doing the work of knowing. Like I said, he didn't do the work to do the research to say, well, let me see what they was talking about before I got on here,
Yeah.
or let me see what they talked about in previous episodes. But that's like I said, that's what
It happens.
that's what our people do though.
happens.
That's the first thing. Like I said,
He know.
It's
yeah,
happened.
that's what
It happened.
that's what our people do. We make judgment before we even know. Like I said, you never hear me say nothing about Diddy. You won't never hear me say nothing about any type of beef because reason being is that I don't know what's going on with the people and I'm not on their level.
Yeah,
I care
correct,
less. I
correct.
got my own life to live.
Correct. Correct.
But that's what I'm saying. But our people waste so much time involving themselves in other people's lives instead of doing what they have to do in their own life and only got their own life straight.
It's called the work. W-O-R-K.
Yeah,
Instead of doing the work.
Don't do the work. And that's what we was discussing before he put his little comment in there. Is that we was talking about people doing hard work over talent. So if you could have got a message from that, if you would have been listening, but I guess you wasn't listening. You just caught a little glimpse.
Mario,
you
got the podcast upset, my boy.
A little clip.
He say I stay on topic. We never have a topic. We just put things out there. We never have a topic.
Apologies, you know. It'll be good for who it's good for, but this is like barbershop talk, bro.
Listen. But that's what people live their life off of clips. Clips of things. They win the lottery, so now they got a clip of life of having some money, and then they say, "Oh, I'm always gonna be successful." No, that's a clip of.
That's a clip.
That's a clip. You're looking at a clip on Facebook. You think that's what it is? No, it's a clip. Did you watch the whole? Did you watch the whole episode? Did you see what's it? No, like I said, you're getting clips of stuff, and that's what you live in your life off instead of basing really doing the research, reading. Do your research. People tell me stuff. That's just like this young man right here told me just now. He said, before we started, I said Klay Thompson wasn't a defensive player. I said, what I saw, I never saw him be a defensive player.
Right.
I got to do my research now.
Now you got to go do the work.
Yeah.
You got to go do the work.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I get it.
It's all good. I thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
You talking to 4 strong, hardworking men up here that we do the work
Every day.
Every day we do the work.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
He know, man. He know. But I'm not the one today, Mario. It's all up.
No doubt.
But you know what?
Man,
I don't even know why I stopped it.
I don't know where to go. I like how we went
I had
there.
to see that.
We had daughter. We had his, he told a great story, and we was talking about the Bible up in here, man. What is he talking about?
No, man. I love my people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love my people to death, right? So, and I know, dude. I know he good people. But he probably looked at that. Some people looked at the topic and wanted the topic.
Okay.
It goes.
It goes. Yeah, it flows.
But you know what?
You got to be able to flow, man.
Instead of, like right now, people are tearing Puff Daddy down.
Right now. Right now.
Making judgments.
Right now.
Their judgments. He going to jail forever. He ain't even got arrested yet.
No.
Indicted.
I don't know what he did. They came to his house for a search warrant, not an arrest warrant. And our people already killed him before he even got to be judged by 12.
And guess who it is? It's always our people, though.
It's always going to be our people. You know why it's going to? Because we are the only culture that will tear each other down.
Tear them down.
And then if somebody else said cancel them first, we're going to jump with that culture
it's
and
us.
cancel them with them.
Yeah, it's always us, Doc. It's always us.
Because we will build you up.
Yeah.
And then we will break you down.
We wait for the fall, too. We wait for it.
Oh, it's cool. Oh, yeah, he coming back down.
Yeah.
He coming back down. You know what they say? Oh, they forgot where they came from.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's hard to even come with a rebuttal.
You can't because we've been doing this so many years.
And when you see it so many times,
it becomes second nature.
You know what it is? And like I said, it depends on the circle of people you keep and who you talk to on a daily basis.
Correct.
Because my thing is this. Like I said, I go to work. I work with 2 other gentlemen. And
What up, Jones?
Oh, no, man, you left. I ain't say goodbye, man.
Oh, my fault, man. You live on the podcast, man. I thought you was listening to the podcast. All right. Now you see, now that's a friend.
yeah.
You left out here and didn't say goodbye, man.
Yeah.
All right, Jones.
All right.
Like I said, it doesn't. Like I said, it does. I work with 2 other gentlemen that, like I said, they're not, of our race, but. Not one time they ever brought up and said, "Hey, what'd you think of Puff Daddy?" or "Who you think of such and such this?" And not saying that because they're of a different race that they wouldn't know, but it's been on the news. You know what I mean? They've never mentioned that one time because that's not their concern. They care less.
Get it, go get it. I know you wanted it.
Our culture is the only one. We say it's all right. We the only ones, and Dick Gregory said it. I think we're the only ones who use athletes and entertainers
For educators.
Yep. Exactly.
Because we got it backwards, man.
When we look up to them and go to them for the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
Because we love to be entertained. How do they get our money? Through entertainment.
Yeah.
How do they say, well, you gonna have a better life?
Yeah.
Through entertainment, sports. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's illegal for us to be a scholar like you, a scholar like you, or a scholar like that.
doctor.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy how
You know, and it's dirty work to
Yeah.
be a plumber.
Yeah.
But you can, as long as you can rap, well, be an entertainer. Be an entertainer. I can control an entertainer.
oh my God,
I can control it. I can.
so frustrating.
Yeah.
We get so consumed with people's lives, man. We follow them. We following all the stars,
Just to
man.
get those
We care.
snapshots.
Like, we care. I know people that talk about stars like they family members, man. I'm like, who is that? Oh, that's such and such. They are Instagram famous. I'm like, what's up, man? Come on, man.
And there's a reason for that, man. Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to
No,
cut you
go
off
ahead,
there.
no.
There's a reason for that. The reason why that star, I'm just gonna use the reason why you know why you like LeBron so much? Because he lived his dream. He works hard. He's accountable. He does everything to do what he wanted to do that you wouldn't do with your life. That's why you so amazed with him, because he did something that you want to do with your life, but instead of doing that with your life, you'll praise somebody else with that. You'll praise somebody else that did that because you didn't do it. And it ain't about sports. It's just about having the character to do what you want to do, and you didn't do it, and he did it, and you didn't do it. So you just look up to Denzel Washington. The same thing.
My thing, you know what it is? My thing is,
look up to people, and I'm like, it's all right to
Yeah.
admire,
Yeah.
be fan is
Yeah.
short for fanatic,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
careful with that.
Yeah.
But some people,
Yeah.
I'd be like, are you on the payroll? This is like,
Yeah.
you know
oh
what
my
it is?
goodness!
You know what it
Every
is?
conversation, like you say, they talk about them like they family.
Yeah.
And it's like
I see it a lot.
Goodness, this person
see it a
could-
lot.
You know what it is?
Not lose any sleep. You gon'
People don't even know their own passion.
Yeah. And you don't know how dope you are your own self.
Yep.
In your own life.
Yep.
In what you
No,
do
no,
on a daily basis.
no.
You don't give your own self credit.
No.
You give credit to the Instagram people more than you give yourself.
Man,
and you work
credit
hard.
brings accountability.
Yeah. You give your own self credit. I give myself credit.
Yeah, because you'll take the accountability.
Yeah, yeah, right.
If you wake
Credit
up,
takes
when you wake up in the morning and said I'm great, that means you got to do whatever it takes that
Correct.
day to
Correct.
be great.
Yep. Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yeah.
But if you wake up in the morning and want to see how many Brian hit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 You want to see how many Brian with before you even
Yeah.
wash your face and praise
Brush
the
your
man.
teeth, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
They said,
I had a toolbox meeting with my team the other day, and it's where we give the plan for the day, right? And how we're gonna move and meet the goal, right? And I told them, I said, some of y'all are teetering on greatness, right? You can be great, but we're afraid to be great because when you say I'm going to be great, right? You can't go back to being good. And so we get so comfortable being good that we're afraid of being great, and it's right on the cusp.
Yeah.
But you don't get to go backwards. Like I don't get to choose today when I'm going to be a leader. A leader is a leader is a leader. Like I can't decide on next Tuesday I ain't going to be no leader.
Right.
Now I got to stand before you and be the same every single day.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that. Some of the people that I know are afraid to be great because they're so used to being good and decent. You're afraid to go to the next level.
Man, good gets you by.
Good gets you by.
Great keeps you there
Great
for a
keeps
while.
you there.
Phenomenal you forever.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
Listen,
I don't even use that word great. Don't use that
Yeah.
great right now, because if you ain't going to be phenomenal, what did you wake up for?
listen. I walked in a new job and already planned to be phenomenal or and great at the same time, because you know why? Been there only a week, 2 weeks. What's a new job? The guy came to me today and said to me, he said, you know what? He said, the manager asked me about you. He said, man, this guy walked in, he know what he doing already from the door. He ain't only been here a week. Already. That's why I'm going to the next position already and only been there a week.
Yep.
Already know already. He's like, this guy could already take this guy place. He said, it's never happened that he known where he worked somewhere where they had two good employees in the same department.
damn.
So you know what that mean to me? That mean to me, whatever you doing now,
The sky is the limit.
and they giving you all these praise right now, start planning your exit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever if you doing great for them, you could be phenomenal for yourself.
yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yep.
That's dope.
That's my thought.
That's dope.
Especially if they give you stuff like that, and there ain't
dope.
nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing
like I
wrong
said,
with it at all.
Yeah, like I said, and there's a reason why. Like I said, I go in out every job I walk into. I always go with my head up. In any situation, I try to go with my head up and thinking like, listen, even if I'm not, I walk in the room and say, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, and I'm better than you. Regardless,
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's how I live my life, and I always feel that way. That's why I can say my reason for leaving my other jobs is because I felt like, yo, I'm losing 1% of my IQ every day I'm in here. my IQ is dropping a point, and I'm like, this is not for me. So I gotta go somewhere where my IQ gets back to the level and gets higher. Like I felt like I was losing a point every day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Glad you paid attention to the signs.
Yeah,
gotta pay attention to the signs.
When you start feeling like that, you feel like, yo, what am I doing here?
If you stay a place too long, this is what I say all the time. If you stay a place too long, you ain't gonna be good for the next place.
Yeah.
You gonna be. I can't be. I can't be dumb. I can't be dumb.
I can't.
Because I got to be prepared for the next place.
Yeah.
You can't. That's why you can't stay too long.
Yeah.
That's why when you get to.
Gotta diversify.
Keep going. I gotta make sure. That's why you gotta put yourself on a plan.
Yeah.
What plan are you on? I'm on a 5-year plan. On year 3, I start reevaluating.
Yeah.
Hey, how does this look for the? And then looking. Okay.
Yep.
I appreciate everything you've done. And
Mario said, "Negro, you doing it now, fool."
Yeah.
But then he said, "What black man in America is great?" Me, I ain't great. I'm phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We all are. Take care of yourself. You take care of your family.
Yeah.
You know.
That is success to me.
Yeah,
by the way.
I ain't gonna hold you to
my family is good. My kids are healthy.
That's
That is success to me.
Yeah.
I don't care what the world says. I ain't living to the world expectations.
that part right there.
That's what happens. The world has an idea of what success means for you. If you accept it, shame on you.
'Cause that's what
shame on you. You'll never live up to the world's success.
That's what they want you to believe.
No. I know what success is for me.
Yeah.
I know how it looks.
In the back of
How your
back in the
family
day,
live.
they used to say you want the house with the white picket fence
Yeah.
and the car and the dog. That's what they thought was success.
Yeah.
They always try to paint that picture in your head.
No.
And like I said, it's to what makes you feel successful.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What you feel is successful. Because I always tell people like I never judge a book by its cover, because just because you driving a Toyota Camry, you might got $80 billion in the bank because you just mindful of what you know how to do. You know how to work your money. You know how to do such and such. That's what I said. So people, like I said, we look at, they want us to look at success because this person right next to him, he got a Bentley, he got a whatever, stuff like that. And you don't even know if he's struggling with the payments. You don't even know if it's a rental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or anything. You know what I mean? You don't know nothing. So that's my whole thing is like people they equate success with having this and that.
This.
Tings.
Mario said, "Because the white man gave you that vision."
Yeah,
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's true. That's facts. That's truly fact.
When
That's
we
what
were brought here, we always.
Yeah.
That's why when we
Yeah.
were brought here. I mean, some of us, it can be argued that we were already here, but for those of us that are a part of the tribes that was brought here, we were brought here for 2 things: entertainment and service.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
And it was to do stuff that either they couldn't do or they didn't want to do. Bottom line right there. And we still do on that.
Didn't know how.
What's it called? On the hamster on the pen. We're still doing that.
Yeah.
That right there. And letting them control the narrative of what we define as success within our culture.
Yep.
And that's what's crazy to me, how it's more little girls now who want to be, and it ain't no disrespect. It's just that she's the most popular one. Because you can be a fan of what they might call ratchet rap or whatever, but for it to be taking precedence and for is it Sexy Red, who was at somebody was at a school and came into the school smelling like marijuana
with the song, and
it's just like the school wouldn't let her in, so she wanted to turn up outside the school just to show the kids that she was there. And I was just like, this is just and that's what they want you to think is success.
Because you know why? It's not a lot of us out here that's trying to break generational
You
curses.
have a much better chance of being a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it is you can be, than you do of being a hip hop artist or an influencer. Everybody now, that influencer word is just driving me insane with the youth now, because that's the career they're trying to say that they want to have.
But just like we were just discussing earlier, you know why I said
influencer?
Influencer.
You know why? Because people want microwave success. They don't want to work hard for it.
Man,
they want microwave success. They want to press 2 minutes.
For the majority of our youth,
I'm successful.
And I'm just 20 years from now, Lord willing, those folks who want to be influencers are gonna be in positions to make adult decisions and do stuff that are gonna impact me as hopefully an elder statesman at that time, man. That's like scary. I don't like the way it make me feel.
Correct.
I don't like the way it make me feel, man, because I look at what the other youths in the other countries are doing, you know.
Citizen.
Chinese, North Korea, they focused over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They banning, you know, they got certain algorithms of TikTok that they don't even allow their people to use.
But we talk about it all the time. It's not cool to be educated.
It used to be cool to be smart.
Yeah, it's not though. It's not.
You know,
It's frowned upon.
Even the thugs thought it was cool,
Yeah.
or would keep those that were smart out of their lifestyle, out of their lane.
Yeah,
The
this ain't for
gangsters and
you.
everything
Yeah.
like that. Nah,
You going to school,
You go to
boy.
school. You go do this. You do that. Now it's like being smart is whack.
Yeah.
I can't even tell the smart kids no more because they all look like gangsters.
Yep, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we don't judge them. We don't judge them. But I just know the majority of the youth, when they want to be hip hop artists or basketball players or influencers, man. it's just like,
Mario
yo,
said that goes back to fatherless Americans
Yep.
and the fatherless America.
I can't argue with that, Mario.
I can't either.
And then, like I said, and then you got to think.
Yep.
You got to think about it too. The
Yep.
society is pushing the narrative. They want to see. They want you to see this, and that. That's what they said. The whole United States is on the algorithm.
Right, because
yeah, and
I agree.
AI is coming down. So
Yeah.
it's like,
And nobody's doing no research about AI. Nobody's looking into it and seeing how to get into it and get money for it.
so
from AI.
society, if the black home, the black family, right, what it was intended to be, right,
The most targeted family.
right, the most targeted family. If they are together, right, and the father is teaching the sons to be kings, right, and the kingly mentality, and the mother is teaching her daughters to be queens, right. How can you beat that? You wouldn't be able to beat that. So to infiltrate the black family and to separate that is a win for the adversary, if you will, the adversary. For the days. Yeah. So that's what happened.
They've been winning, and
Yeah.
you know everything that you're talking about right now is mostly fairy tale with our people.
It is.
Because let's say, okay, out of 100, out of 60 people, out of 60 couples, out of 60 people, how many is married? And I'm not even gonna say married, right?
Yeah.
How much you think is married?
Yeah.
if it's
60 couples.
I don't know how to
60
equate
couples.
that.
Out of 60
out of
couples.
60 people, let's say there's 60 people right
30
here.
couples.
How many are married?
Oh, out of
30 couples?
just 60 different individuals.
Yeah,
I'd probably say half. 30.
half.
And I would say 20.
Okay, I would say
I wouldn't even say that.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say about-
now. You know, our people got different kind of marriages too.
Yeah.
We got the married people, and we got the people that's been together for 20 years and married.
yeah.
But check this out: they're still married.
Right.
Right. It's just the
Common law.
piece of paper that separates them. Right. But
You ain't gonna get nothing though. But go ahead.
two should I say 2-parent household? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say I want to say 40%. I'm too low.
For 2-parent household, and I for us,
In our
yeah.
community?
Shoot.
Yeah.
no,
That'd be the high end.
too
So you're saying
Yeah,
low?
that's-
I went too high.
Yeah, that's too high. That's
Two-parent
2-parent
household?
household.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
No,
25.
yeah, about 25%.
I'm gonna say about
20%.
Yeah, I don't see. Conversations I'll be having and seeing with people.
Yeah.
I don't see the 2-parent household. Yeah.
And the households are younger.
Yep.
And the households are younger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's very hard. And it's very hard for life to be. Life is already hard, right? And then it's very hard. And then you have a young household, like a young parent household, right? Who's trying to survive, who's trying to make a living for kids if they have kids, right? That's hard. That's hard. So, do I really got time to think about trying to raise my daughter as a princess, or do I got to go work these 2 jobs? Like, it's very hard.
When it's a one person, when a 1-parent household, I believe it's definitely hard. But you still have to find that time. You have
I
to.
agree.
You have to find that time.
I agree.
And another thing is too is it's about, okay, you and that parent might not be together, but y'all still have to come to some common ground.
Oh, yeah.
raise
You
that
got
child.
to.
You
You
have
got
to.
to. You have
in,
to.
in any aspect, you have to be able to talk to that parent and let them know, because you got, you know what it is? It's a lot of emotions that's out here that people let get in the way of a lot of things. Instead of taking emotions out and say, hey, look, I don't, especially with me, me as a man, I was brought up without my father. You know, that's fine and all, right? So my whole mindset is this. So when I had children with 2 other women before my wife, I always felt like, listen, I don't want my child to think that I'm not here because we're not together. I don't care what we were, what we were and what didn't happen and didn't develop between us. We shouldn't show that to our child.
Yeah.
To still show that, hey, we can get along and this is what it is. We can take care of our child.
And that's hard.
And that's hard. That's a hard common ground. And I heard somebody say, I was listening to the radio, what's his name? He got a radio show on XM. I can't think of his name. Earthquake. He said that his question was, would you let one of the parents have full custodial custody of them if you was the type of person that was like, entertainer, you were always out on the road? And he said, I would let the mother of the child have that because of the fact of the matter, they are not bad mothers. They just was bad girlfriends and wives. And that's what people don't know how to separate. You know what I mean? So if you're a good parent, he said, so the co-parenting goes great because I know they're not bad mothers. So
it didn't work for us.
It didn't work for us. So we shouldn't, punish our children.
I agree with that.
And that's the same mindset I have. I feel like you shouldn't punish your children because you and that person didn't work out together. Yeah. But like I said, it's hard for people to, take out the emotions. Take out the emotions and say, you know what? Me and him didn't work together, whatever. And he just said you just have to have that respect for that person's new partner, the same thing, vice versa. And you have to be able to introduce everybody, because that's how I look at it as. I mean, I took my wife and she met my ex-wife in Atlanta, so because I got a daughter with my ex-wife, and we all came together, and I said, hey, look, this is my new wife. My ex-wife got a husband. We met my daughter. They took together.
That's beautiful.
You know why that's so easy?
Why?
Because y'all weren't doing it no more.
That's true. Was you asking about those percentages to go somewhere with it?
Yeah, then it messed me up.
Oh, my bad.
We keep going. Okay. See if we can get back to it if I remember.
I knew you was gonna go somewhere good with it.
I was too.
I knew you was gonna go.
So you saying because me and that person was not sexually together no more? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm not. And I'm just saying a lot of stuff like when you get out of a relationship. Okay, say it's a dramatic breakup, right? He caught you or you caught her, right? So now he or she gonna try to hurt the other one, the one that has full custody of the kids, that's be the kids, gonna try to use the kids against them, just to harbor their hurt. I can't hurt you no more because you didn't got caught with so and so. But now I have something that's important to you, so I'm gonna try to use that to get to you. So you did kind of use that to get to him. So you came back and said y'all made up for a day. Y'all didn't make up the mental way. Y'all made up a physical way, and that only lasts so long until you back to that life that you was before y'all broke up. So that causes a whole bunch of problems. When it really works, is you got to say, yo, what's more important, my kid or I'm gonna get something right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, but it comes to the fact, and you might not get this when you got to be older, that to me, right, I gotta care about how my kid's mother's life go.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely.
I gotta care. Yeah. I used to it used to be it wasn't my problem until I figured out, oh yeah, it's not my problem.
That's crazy.
Because if she is stressing, who does it goes over to?
Yep, to the child.
It goes over to the child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They feel it too.
Not that I can do nothing about it, but I could be like, yo, I'm not gonna cause you no stress, no harm, no nothing, right? And with my little mama around, can't nobody else come there and cause you no stress. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
yeah.
And it ain't my problem, but I'm gonna meet you. Hey, I'm so and so. I know y'all with her, but I love her.
Yep.
I love that little girl right there. That's all I say.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Anything else, you'll see anything else. But I be respectful and stuff like that. But you gotta care. This is just like in life, man. The thing is we don't care. We don't care about each other. A lot of people don't care about each other.
Right. And it's because,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you went there, and that's how we treat each other, and that's how we treat a lot of the things and situations in the world. And the word that I want to bring to the podcast and use a lot going for, it's been bothering me, is there's a lot of it's shameless. It's shameless.
Yeah, that's old school.
People, it's more shameless people now than ever before. Ever. There's no shame in doing anything.
Nope.
Ain't no shame, and especially if I got the bag.
Yep.
Dude, but hold on.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Listen, I'm gonna ask a question though. What he just said. Do you think that it was more shameless people now because we able to be privy of it, or was it always shameless people and we just wasn't privy of it?
My thought. Back then, it was respect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you was wrong, if it's us four, if you was wrong, we was gonna tell you wrong.
Somebody was gonna check
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Now I can be shameless and I can do wild shit, and people gonna agree with me. Gonna agree with me. Gonna agree with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody out of them 10 people, 2 people, 3 people might tell you that's wrong, but let him live his life.
Yeah.
Don't judge him.
Yeah.
He
You know what I'm
doing
saying?
him. He
Don't take
yeah.
shit.
He's different.
Yeah.
He's different
He
from
doing
another.
him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to
Go ahead.
Dory. I'm gonna take it to
Yeah.
church.
Yeah.
You don't never do you.
Yep.
You do God.
Ooh.
Come on now.
The people who doing them, you ain't follow what he told you to go, right?
Yeah.
Church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
so check this out.
There is a
Me
right and wrong.
doing me is just me doing me wrong.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yep.
Amplifying
Right.
it.
Yep.
Y'all dropped
Amplifying
dimes
it.
today, man.
Amplifying it.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I just it ain't crazy. It's real.
It is.
Yeah,
because
because when you go by your own will, you don't go that far.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
ooh, no.
I heard this
definitely
thing.
right.
I was on the thing yesterday. We was in the car. He said, "You don't go by yourself. Who you go with, Dory?
You go with God.
Go with God.
Go with God."
You go with God.
My name is Jamel Lai. This is 119 Media Group. Mario, we try to get back, man. It's still all love, man.
You
But
go
you
with
try to
God.
get me today.
do it.
We out of here.
Later.